Hello everyone, this is Dr. Tony Moore, also known as the Boss Builder. Today, I just wanted to stop by and encourage you to live your best life now, without apology, without any hesitation, without looking for permission. But the key is that I found out is that you have to know what you want. You don't have to necessarily know the time and the place and how you're going to get there, but you really have to know what do you want. You see, when you know what you want, then you can focus on how you can get there. If you know that the what that you want entails you taking classes, then you can start taking those classes. If the what that you want is in a different city, then you can start making arrangements to another city. But unfortunately, what I've found is that many of us don't know what we want. Now, it's something that we do know what we don't want, but knowing what you don't want necessarily won't necessarily put you on the path to getting what you do want. Like once upon a time, I played basketball and I just thought I wanted to be a basketball player and famous. This is before the WNBA, so I'm giving up my age just a little bit. But so I practiced almost every day, practice, and I got really good at playing basketball. But then I decided that I wanted to do something else, so I put aside the basketball and I did something else. And then I decided that I wanted to do something else, and I put that aside and I pursued something else. So each time I pursued something, I figure out what I didn't want to do, but I never necessarily gave myself an opportunity to know what I did want to do. Not until I fell in love with writing again. When I started writing, I was always a writer and always a reader, but it wasn't until probably like 3 years ago where I started to committing to being a writer. I didn't say I wanted to help people out. I no longer said I want to do something different in my law practice. I didn't say I no longer want to work for, this big organization as a senior personnel. No, I said I want to be a writer. And then as I walked towards being a writer, I started taking classes and I started going to conferences and I started meeting other people. And then I started taking some teleseminars and some coaching sessions with other writers so that I can be a better writer. And I will say that once I stopped saying what I didn't want to do and I start focusing on what I did want to do, I got really good at it. And this is the same with you. I want to encourage you to just sit down. I know it's a busy schedule, but you matter more. Your future matters. And one thing I do know is that when you focus on that what, then you give yourself time and you prioritize your life, then it gets more better. Don't you want to live a better life? Don't you want to live that beautiful life that makes you feel like life is meaningful, that make you feel like you're the most important person in the world, that you're the most beautiful person in your world? It's time to just stop being still and just waiting for someone to give you permission. Because for the most part, I'm here to tell you that most people are only going to do themselves. Now, if you can help them along the way, then they'll give you some attention. But at the end of the day, most people will do themselves. We're not altruistic. So most people are not going to sit down and wait for you to figure out what you want to do. No, they should move on, as should you. You should figure out exactly what do you want. Take that time. Ask yourself. Look around. See what makes you happy. See what makes you excited. See what an issue that you're concerned about. Something that resonates with you. What do you give attention to? What do you visualize in your dreams? What dream have you ignored and you're just waiting for that perfect time? Lastly, what makes you excited about life? See, ultimately, what I just spelled out was crave. Because your spirit is craving something. And it's something deep down on the inside. But you have to stop looking on the outside of the world as an outsider looking and hoping that someone else can see you so that you can win this life and make your life beautiful. No, you're going to have to start looking inside of yourself and ask yourself, what do you want? What is your spirit craving? Because what I do know is that you are the solution to your soul problem of whether or not that you can live your best life, of whether or not that you can be great at anything. You're the soul problem and you have the solution. So as you're sitting back during the end of this year and you're starting making resolutions, ask yourself, resolve with yourself that you are going to make a resolution for you so that you can live your best life boldly and more beautifully. Until next time, be more for you so that you can make your dreams come true. for you. Thank you so much, and have a bold and beautiful life.